He is the first black African to break into the international stage at the beginning of the 1960s. He won 2 Olympic golds and was a formidable force in the sporting world for over 12 years. He won races and held records at all distances from 1500 meters to 10,000 meters. Kipchoge Keino is popularly known as Kip by his close friends and family. I catch up with him in his Kipchoge Sports House in Eldoret Town, where he spent most of his free time as a retired athlete. We later drove to his farm at the outskirts of Eldoret Town, and perhaps in the spirit of being a family man, Kip insists that we must pass by the Eldoret Sports Club to see his grandson. He is also a member of the club.
I didn't go to school in Nandi. I came to school in Kipchoge, which is in Klibwani location, still in Nandi district. Then from there I went to Kaptumo Intermediate, and after finishing intermediate I went to police. I was in police for 16 years.
It was during this time that he realized his abilities to run and perfected it under the stewardship of his father, who was also an athlete, though not at competitive levels.
The school those days, they had a lot of athletics, and my dad encouraged me a lot. He was also an athlete. During when he was working in tea estate in Nandi, the time of Christmas, the white people organized some activities, and my dad was able to run a distance of about 5 miles, and he won some trophies.
After which he joined the police force, where he worked in different departments for 16 years, where his career was nurtured.
One day I was taking care of late Mzee Jomo Kenyatta, brought him from Kapenguria to Maralal, and then from Maralal to Katundu. So I worked in police in various places.
The marathon started at dusk.
Kipchoge began his international career in 1962 when he set a Kenyan record. He was there to represent Kenya at the 1964 Olympics in Tokyo as an independent nation.
In 1965 we first All Africa Games, which was held in Congo-Brazzaville. And I represent Kenya. I was a team captain of Kenya team. And I won 2 gold, a gold in 1500 meters and a gold in 5,000 meters. And the same year, 1965, we went to Europe. I broke the world record in the 3,000 meters. This was in Sweden. And again, I broke under 4-minute mile. First African to run under 4-minute mile in London, White City Stadium.
Kipchoge's most acclaimed international victory came at the 1968 Olympics in Mexico City, where, after having to jog for a mile to the stadium because the bus from the Olympic Village was stuck in traffic, he also won a silver medal in the 5,000 meters event, despite an acute gallbladder infection.
When we went to the stadium, I led the 3rd lap, and by the last lap, with the bell went on, I was about 30 meters ahead of everybody. And I really realized that I should move. When I looked behind, I was ahead. I said, these people, when they come to catch me, they will have done a lot of work. So by 200 meters, I was still ahead by 30 meters. And I went on until I finished. I finished ahead of everybody, ahead by 20 meters. And it was a great run for myself. I broke the Olympic record, which stands for 16 years.
Kipchoge retired in 1975, a hero both at home and abroad. But there was much still to come from him.
I should get from the shop.
Kip and his wife Phyllis purchased a farm in Eldoret, where they converted into an orphanage, the Kipchoge Children's Home. The orphanage started with 2 children and has since grown to accommodate up to 300 kids. It is on this basis that it has been turned into a primary school. Kip and his wife has managed to educate most of the orphans up to university level.
When we finished the primary school, I thought we need to have a high school. And then I started this construction of this high school. I invited Jack Rock. He came and broke the ground. And he also came and opened this Keino High School. We have the first exam of Form 4 was last year. and we had about 40 students set for Form 4 exam, which was a one stream. And now we have two streams.
Keino also runs a high-performance training center located at his farm in Eldoret, established for middle and long-distance training for athletes from across the globe.
I feel honored that the same training center have produced a lot of athletes of high class, world-class athletes. They have won gold medal for this country. We reach for athletes from all over the countries, from all over the world. Those who feel to come here, they want to come here, they come and train here. And sponsored by their own countries. Some they come with their own coaches. Some we have coaches here to take care of them. In fact, we are not an area which you are making profit. We are creating things and we want to share with the community and to encourage people to get jobs and encourage them to work.
At least at the training camp, honor and respect Kipchoge, probably keen to follow on his footsteps. The wall is decorated with photos of international stardom, something at least training here draw inspiration from. Apart from the track, Kipchoge is also a farmer of good standing, with close to 1,000 acres with which he grows tea and rears over 400 dairy cows. He also grows vegetables in this well-maintained farm. In an attempt to diversify his practices, Kipchoge more recently started this water purification plant for use by athletes during training and surplus commercially supplied to supermarkets.
Asking our youths of today, don't be jaded by the life of today. The most important, thank God for what He has given you. Go to church and pray, and thank God for what you have given. That talent, you can be able to live well.
Globally, Kipchoge Keino is a man of titles and honor, all this in recognition of his athletics prowess, as well as service to the community. From a humble background, Kipchoge Keino has been able to exploit his talent and build a legacy that will run for centuries. For Money and Power, I'm Philip Keitany, reporting from Kipchoge Keino High School, Uasin Gishu County, Eldoret.